And we are here, people.
There
We
is
are
the
here.
power.
Justice League Dark,
All right, well,
Apocalypse War.
yes, baby, here it is. Oh my God, it's Justice League War. It's dark. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my God. Woo! Oh my God. Look, tell them we watched it yesterday. Tell what, I couldn't watch it, but Daddy watched it. It was so amazing. It was so amazing. So amazing. So amazing. So amazing. So amazing. Except for one thing. Well, two things. Really, except for two things. Outside of that, it was so amazing. Except for one thing. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
So we are here today, people, reviewing Justice League War. I mean, Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War, and it was
It was a really good time.
Yeah, it was a whole lot going on up in there. They went to war. They thought they went to war with
I mean,
good old Dark
they
Side.
lost.
Yeah, they completely
And that's
lost. What's up, Sheena?
Hey, Sheena B.
So yeah. So back to it. Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War, the final movie in the universe where they got them all linked together as one. So this one culminated everything you've seen from starting with Justice League Flashpoint to Justice League War to have Throne of Atlantis to Justice League Dark to Suicide Squad movies. All of those were all linked together, and this is the final one.
And that's
and
how
they
you do it.
and they definitely it was very well written. It was a whole lot. It earned its R rating. This thing was rated R to the core.
I know it was like the first few minutes. I was like, yo, they killing. They killing.
Yeah, they were and everything. Yeah, they were letting them have it. They were definitely letting them have it. You know what? I know this is a little sudden, but Darkseid's voice threw me off.
That's the thing I didn't like. That's the thing I didn't like.
I was like, who is doing Darkseid's voice?
As soon as he spoke, I was like, nope. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. When Daniel asked him all what you didn't like, it's gonna be this. It's gonna be this.
I was like, I'm not sure if I agree with this voice, this casting for this voice, but they had so many characters. I figured, you know what, they just wanted to switch it up a little.
Nah,
I don't know what they're doing. I just know it wasn't. It wasn't initially like I didn't see Darkseid when I first heard that voice.
That's when I first heard it. The first thing I thought was like, this is not no apocalyptic voice that's been buried in the fires of hell and been fighting new gods his whole life. There's some dude in corporate America who just got in a little bit of trouble. It's like the right voice for this guy right here. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, this is atrocious. This is absolutely atrocious.
It wasn't atrocious. It just didn't fit immediately. It wasn't like Superman's voice. Superman's voice like immediately was like, okay, Superman.
Everybody's voice fit except for
I said no. I also didn't like Flash's. I didn't like Flash's voice. It kept fluctuating. He kept going high pitch and then deep, and I was just like,
He had like 7 lines, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, he was pretty much a note. Well, he wasn't there towards the end, and then they showed him for a minute. Then he wasn't there. I mean, he actually did nothing except for reboot the whole thing. That's like towards the end. That was like the most of his lines. Darkseid was talking, and he shouldn't have.
Yeah. So also the fact that John Constantine was John Constantine being the main character and the one to save it all and everything was pretty cool. I liked how they used him in this particular one. Him and his buddy Etrigan wandering around everywhere and stuff. I know I'm jumping around, but also
all right. Let's start from the beat. Let's take it back to your pros and cons. Let's start off with the pros.
The overall storyline I liked. The story as a whole, I like that. Them calling it Justice League Dark and them actually using the characters. They didn't give them enough time because it was still Apocalypse War. And they always got to use one of the big three has to be a main factor in there. But them also bringing in the Justice League Dark characters and showing them more than you would never ever usually ever show them was still cool to me and everything. I think I would have loved to see them more. I didn't like Zatanna dying. I think they could have went without killing her and went the story a different way. But
they killed everybody. Everybody got killed. And if you didn't get killed, you got tortured and manipulated. I think the only one that actually survived the fight was Shazam. He lost a leg. So, and Damian.
Yeah. Damian should have got this. Damian should have got eviscerated, yo. The dang IB from Darkseid should have completely just turned Damian Wayans into ash. It just burnt him a little.
Well, first of all, it wasn't a little. He didn't get burnt a little.
He got burnt. He was still able to talk. This Darkseid we talking about, he should have died.
Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, he should be gone. But then I looked at it, I was like, it's okay.
He's a Batman.
Okay. It's okay.
He's a mini Batman. I was like, this is bull. He's a mini Batman. Everything. It's so much I gotta try to remember about this story. But what you like? What were your pros?
My pros. Say thank you, Lo. Say thank you. Come and say thank you. You're not gonna say it? Okay, fine then. He's a little joke. Nah, he's not. Anyway, so what I like, it was so much. I liked everything. Okay. All right. No. All right, I'm sorry. Kid distracted me. He's like 3. All right. I really love how Superman was just a punk. Like, I love the fact everything. It was almost his fault. It was literally his fault. Because he went in that joint half cocked, like, no, we gotta go fight. We have to go take him. And it was the end. Like I told you yesterday, that first 7 minutes, I was like, yo, Superman is going, like, he's like, I'm gonna do what needs to be done. I'm like, so you gonna go to Apokolips, kill Darkseid, because that's your intentions. And I mean, you're an enemy, you're gonna throw everybody in the fray. I'm like, okay, you doing what you gotta do. And then when he got lost, and then when they showed him the next time, like, yeah, I got liquid kryptonite. I was like, oh, Darkseid did you. You got dead. You got dead. And you still want to be a hero. That's great. But this was, I was like, yeah. I just liked everything about this movie. Like, I watched the movie. I can't, outside of Darkseid's voice and the fact that they let Superman come back and be full Superman at the end. That's the only thing I didn't like. Everything else is a 10. This movie's a 10. I'm sorry. I'm not jumping to the rating. This movie's a 10. I loved it all. I loved it all. Permanent. I mean, people were dead, not coming back. People were permanently changed and never gonna be the same. Like, the only person that came out better than what they were before was Raven. That's it. Nobody else. Nobody. Superman lost Lois Lane. Sorry, he's playing my stuff. Superman lost Lois Lane, so he was alone. Batman was, well, he pretty much came out the same. He's probably gonna have some forever nightmares though. I saw Batman did. He lost a lot of his Bat family. Batgirl died. Marcus, you remember he just bought a, did I see Batwoman? Yeah, she died in the joint. I mean, Nightwing is Lazarus Pit's crazy. Nope, nobody came out the same except for, nobody came out better except for Raven. That's it. Her father was out of her head, and she had to worry about being tortured. But outside of that, everybody else was. I love this movie. I'm gonna watch it again after this. I'm gonna watch it again after. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna get some Litos later today. I'm watching this joint again. Woo! All right, then. That's
Okay, the storyline. So, what do you think of the storyline with? I love the fact that they included Darkseid in the end fighting Raven's father, old God versus new God. I was like, I've been waiting to see this forever. Like, there is somebody else. I knew there was somebody else in the world who was the equal match to Darkseid. I was like, I know there's like a couple of people out there, but when they released him, actually before that, when they released him and put him in Superman and he killed John Constantine, that flipped everything for me.
Say hi, Shayla. Yeah. My whole family's awake now. So everybody say hi. Nobody is. Okay.
Going back to sleep.
Can you go play with Shayla for a little bit?
No.
Okay. Nobody wants to play. Anyway, so where were you at? I saw it coming. When they kept showing.
Did you see John Constantine dying coming?
I didn't see that. But I saw Apokolips fighting Trigon in some way coming. Only because they kept showing Trigon with Raven. And they said, I'm gonna give a leash. They kept teasing. And we watched enough movies and TV shows when they keep showing somebody he's gonna end up being a part of the movie or the plot at some point. So I knew it was coming. I didn't see the way it was coming. I didn't see Constantine coming out and be like, all right, come to me and we can take them on together. And then he said no, and it took Superman and went to work. It didn't kill Constantine like that. I'm like literally when he snapped his neck, I was like, how y'all gonna win? How y'all gonna win? Because Constantine, he was fixing everything. No, not on computer. Boy. Anyway. So yeah, I didn't see that coming. Oh my gosh, it was just so much. Oh, I can't wrap my head around the greatness of it. When he killed the Lannons.
Oh yeah.
And then you see Jon Stewart just creeping, like trying to say the oath one last time, like let's go give him a boot. And he just said, put some Earth Margaret right here. I want to make a point. And I was like, how can they win? There's no way they gonna win. This is like Infinity War where you just see I can't even think of the dude's name, Thanos. Just like keep going, like, look, I'm taking y'all piece by piece. Stop, Logan. Hold on 1 second. Dan, you take it away for a second.
Yeah, so I was very impressed with the way they did it. It was like you said, like Infinity War. This is DC's version of Thanos with Darkseid out there killing everybody and stuff, and then the time traveling and everything. Wow, I'm seeing all the comparisons now. Didn't really think about it back then when I was watching it, but this movie was dang good.
I told you. What up?
No, you just missed the tech though. I was like, I just see all the comparisons to Endgame and Infinity War with portals being open, time travel to fix everything, and the big bad Darkseid finally coming ahead with Darkseid. And in the Infinity War, in the end, they lost to Thanos. And in the beginning, was like Infinity War, they lost to Darkseid, and they had to come back years later and fix it all and stuff. I was like, yeah, correlation is all the way there. It's correlated all the way there. The dang Marvel fans are going to have a field day with that. But it was good though. It was still good. It was still good. The fight, old God versus new God, was like that. It was just Trigon versus Darkseid. I was like, what? And he accidentally, without knowing it, burned all the kryptonite out of Superman.
I think he did that on purpose.
He might have.
I honestly think he did that on purpose so he can use all of Superman's powers along with his.
Yeah, and it worked, and it just restored Superman, and it was like, what?
Yeah, I didn't. That's another thing I didn't like. I'm like, all right, Superman. When I first saw, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the end of Superman. This might be the greatest thing ever. And then go. He's still counting. I'm sorry, everybody. It's Thursday. It's my off day, so he's oh.
Stop.
But anyway, oh no, not there. Sorry, I can't give him NyQuil right now, so it is what it is. But like I was saying, I really love the comparison between. I mean, not the comparison. I really hated how they brought Superman back, full Superman, and I'm like, come on, y'all. He was down the whole movie. He just got possessed by Trigon. This is it. Let it be over. Let it be in the Superman. It's I knew it was the end of this DC animated verse or this version of it. So I'm like, man, go out. Everybody's gone. You know, let it be like that. But he was. Everybody can hear that, right? Everybody can hear that? Okay. All right. Quick thing. My son loves monster trucks and race cars. And that's what he's playing right now. So I should have never took him to the monster jam. That was on. But and he's in the way. But yeah, I hated that. I didn't hate it. I was just undone by it. I really was. I was like, come on, man. Let it just be that. Let it be them. But hey. It is what it is. But this movie does point out that Darkseid or Darkseid, or however you want to pronounce it, it's okay. It's the greatest villain there ever is and might ever will be. I mean, Thanos is great. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But Thanos, he ain't Darkseid. Darkseid has the whole planet. Darkseid has the whole planet by himself.
No, right here.
No, don't go right there. Darkseid has the whole planet. He had a plan. So if I couldn't fix you, if I couldn't kill you, or I'm not going to kill you, I'm going to use you to do my bid. You're going to be my slave. Like he took in Batman because Batman's super smart. Wonder Woman and those the heroes he did keep, like Martian Manhunter, Maria. Who else was on that team? Who else was on?
He said Mara.
I'm sorry. Mara. Who else was on the team? Hawkman. Like he took some power hitters and like, y'all work for me now. Y'all all under my roof.
And how he had Flash was his generator. That was interesting. That was quite interesting. Flash being a generator and everything.
They couldn't blow that.
Here's the big thing, though. Here's the real question. The real question I have for you is, despite the fact that, like Marcus said, that Darkseid saw the whole plan, he cheated and everything by looking through Cyborg, which you're supposed to use everything to your advantage anyway. But he already had the crossbreeding of Doomsday, Superman, and the Parademons as one. So whether they attacked or not, no matter whenever it was going to happen, I think Doomsday was always ready. Like he always had them in his back pocket, and ever since the last time they met during Justice League War, like he keeps getting his eye pucked out too. But I think he always had them in his back pocket, and it was just an inevitability. Like whether he came at them or they came at him, they were going to be there, and there's not too many people that can go toe to toe against Doomsday.
No, there's only like 5 people total. Matter of fact, no, maybe 2. Shazam and Superman.
No, Wonder Woman can definitely rock their world. What she did, she was definitely doing it.
Okay, well, we all remember watching Superman. Was that the Death of Superman, new one, not the original one? And she got worked. She didn't.
But these are parademons too. At the same time, they're still parademons. Yeah, and she was showing them. She was showing them the business for a while.
With Doomsday in it. So I mean.
Oh, also Etrigan. That dude was. I forgot how strong and powerful he was. But I knew eventually when he was fighting Wonder Woman, he was going to win. I was like, oh, he's definitely going to die. I didn't like the way they did Lady Shiva with the bullet to the head too. Didn't like that.
I mean, she died like an assassin. When she actually died, I was like, this is crazy. They're like, I thought all the death was going to be in the beginning when they showed when Superman was telling the story. That's what I thought. Like with Superman telling the story, all right, this is where all the death is like, oh wow, he really got it. Kind of like Infinity War, like and like, oh my gosh, Thanos killing everybody. He really only killed like the first 5 minutes. Everybody else he just kind of beat up really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? He never really killed anybody else. Then he killed Gamora, and then I think then he knocked away half the universe. I'm talking about throughout the crux of the movie, he never really did that. Now this one, I'm thinking, okay, same thing. Superman telling the story of the fight. Everybody, all those people died and stuff like that. Dang, that's really tough. And then when I came back and I was like, yo, they killing Shiva. People are still dying in these battles. They're still dying, and it's not like the PG-13 when you see him get shot and they're kind of like laying there. Like, oh my gosh, he's done. I mean, it was like rated R, animated rated R. It was like bullets through the heads.
It's what people been asking for, and they earned their keep. Plus, it was like it's one of those situations where, like, here, you either buy it or you don't buy it. It's rated R. You've been warned. Go. Us diehard fans were like, we're all in. I've been waiting for this the entire life and everything, So I like the way they did it. It's more real. You got to be real, and they kept it real. Like, with the exception of like the main characters, they really refused to kill. Like they would never kill Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman, or and just let it be. Nightwing, hell, Nightwing should have died, and they still didn't kill Nightwing.
Yeah, they didn't kill him. Well, technically, they did kill him.
Oh, they didn't kill him. Let him die then.
Now you sound like me. You sound like me.
Because they're really proving your point now, where they really won't kill some people, yo.
I told everybody knows this. I'm like, that's why I was so excited when I was like, oh my gosh, they really gonna do it with Superman, and they never did. They put him right back to his full glory, same uniform and everything.
Yeah, his uniform like reappeared and everything. I was like, you know what? That's fine. But I like how Magic and the way that they brought how Constantine brought Wonder Woman back. That was whoa, magic on magic. That can outdo everything.
I like how he got excited, like, oh, that's this old magic. Get you a new kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Like he just drank a magical energy drink or something. Oh, okay. Let's talk about that Lois Lane and Harley Quinn fight. First of all, when did Lois Lane fight like that? I mean, let's be real. I don't care if you're a military brat or anything like that. She had moves like I've been trained with some of the best kind of moves, but I don't care because the movie is a 10. I don't really care. Harley Quinn leading the Suicide Squad as well. Oh my gosh, and was doing a good job of it. That's what's getting me. Like they turned the world upside down, and you always have like little pockets here and there. But my gosh, I mean, this movie was. You talking about rewatchable ability? It has it. It really does. It really does. Hold on. Let's see what Machine has to say. I was just thinking that let the body hit the floor. I love the flow fights, and I especially love the how they showed their real power. But Superman, I agree with Anthony. Come on, man. Told you. When you get that far with Superman, you gotta let him finish it that way. Can't get him back all his super glory. I mean, they even shaved him for it. He had a full beard. Imagine he came back shaved and all that. I'm like, really?
That's their version of, you know what that was? That was their version of Thor on Endgame. When Thor all of a sudden got both the hammers, his uniform was back.
He was still fat,
braided.
He was still fat.
The beard was braided and everything, yo. Like,
he was still fat though.
It was so many things that you could correlate Endgame and Infinity War with this movie. But this movie, in its own regard, was great. It was the amount of magic and them finally showing Constantine let loose. Like Constantine was he was all over the place. Like I've never seen him teleport that much and be so quick on his feet. Like he's usually quick on his feet, but to the point like where you're in a real battle, like they showed him in a battle what he's really capable of. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is Constantine. This is Constantine everybody wanted.
Yeah, I can see why his small but very loud fan base is always trying to get more from him. Because they showed it, but you know what? I like the fact that it wasn't he might be the master of dark magic, which is perfectly fine. But they lightened it up a little bit. They made it yellow. You know what I'm saying? They kept showing like the little shield. They kind of like what's that thing? What's that dude's name? Doctor Strange. Where he's showing his magical shield, stuff like that. It's bright. We know he's using dark magic, but it doesn't look grimace. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the funny thing is? Every time I think dark magic or they ever show him doing dark magic, it takes longer for him to do a spell when it's dark magic. Like he has to do a whole bunch more and a whole bunch of other little sayings and all that. Like the stuff he was doing was like quick. Like we don't got time to sit there and call upon a whole bunch of people. We got to do this. Like boom, they're shooting, they're stabbing at me. 4 or 5 ninjas are coming. Like I got to do quick spells.
Okay. That's another thing I didn't like. When the parademons, I'm just gonna call them parademons, even though they're like the whatever. When parademons came down and they was fighting, I mean they are, but they're like advanced.
They crossover parademons with Superman blood, but they're parademons.
Yeah. It was more like Doomsday blood. They're Doomsday parademons, but it doesn't really matter. Moving forward, so the parademons when they came down and fought Lex Luthor and Lois Lane and the Suicide Squad, right? I'm sitting there looking at the fight. You see them fighting, but then you see parademons just standing there, not all attacking at once, just kind of just staring there, like the second Ninja Turtles movie when they were in that big fight scene. Well, it wasn't a big fight scene. When they trying to stop the in the lab, they were trying to stop the foot soldiers from taking the ooze, and you just see like ninjas swinging their weapons off to the side, not fighting anybody. That's exactly what I thought of when I saw the parademons. They're like, y'all just standing there as you're fighting, as other parademons are fighting. Y'all could all attack them at once and take them out. Why y'all been doing it all movie? Why is this the one time that you don't do it? That was the only thing that got me. But outside of that, Darkseid's voice, and then bringing back Superman in full glory, this movie was great. I'm talking like if we redid the DC animated bracket, this movie would at least make it to the final 4. Bare minimum.
I can't really argue that one. I can't argue that.
You can't. It's that good.
The only thing that made me mad is that if it was real life, Batman would have been more quicker on his feet and been like, we need to get everybody out of here. And I would have seen him. I could see him telling Cyborg to boom everybody out like he did with Shazam. He'd be like, this is a trap. Boom everybody back out.
Yeah, but
everybody would have left.
But remember in the beginning of the very beginning of the movie, they were flying to Apokolips and they saw the parademons. And by the time they realized they were different parademons, they ran right through the joint. It was a wrap. People would take apart piece by piece. They went out to Cyborg, took his arms away. I mean, like, Darkseid knew they were coming and had it already set up.
They should have flown into orbit or something. They should have ran. Like in my head, I'm sitting there thinking like as soon as you see them and because they saw it on the computer, it was like these are bigger than parademons.
I got
it. Should have been instantly like, let's get out of here. Like it's a bust. But it happened the way it happened. It was still a great movie.
I don't think
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of the story flowed. It was a smooth. That is what you call
great
symmetry.
Greatness. Like, what you call greatness, brother?
It was everything. Everything made sense. They really thought. You could tell they really thought this one out. Like this one. It wasn't a whole lot of holes in it. Like where you were like, except, and the good part about it was, the funny thing was, I didn't expect them to first say, who do you want to see? And they were like, Damian Wayans. I was like, why the heck are they trying to go get Damian of all the people? And then when they explained it and everything, I was like, okay, go get him.
They wanted to go get Damian. I'm like, oh, y'all getting the closest thing y'all can to Batman, huh? That's the first thing I thought of. I knew everybody else had to be dead. I mean, when they showed the world 2 years later, and I was like, dang, you did it was like this in 2 years? 2 years? I'm like, gosh, he must have came to Earth and got loose and locked.
Yes, he did.
I mean, that's actually when I ended it, And when we had to come and do the show yesterday, that's what, like, in that first 7 minutes remind me of Infinity War and Endgame. Infinity War, because Darkseid won apparently. Endgame, you were 5 years in the future. This gonna get 2 years in the future, and it looks grimace.
Remember the beginning of Infinity War? It started off with Thanos walking around the ship. So yeah, so this is This was a damn good movie. This is an easily recommended movie.
No, it's not recommended. It's a must see. This is a must. This is a must see. Like, if you love superheroes, if you even barely like superheroes, if you're watching superhero stuff because of your significant other, then yeah, this is for you.
It is definitely an end to the the New 52. All of this is based off the New 52, and they basically brought it to an end with this one. It was a great ending.
It was. If you're going to end something, this is the way to end it, and the end it is going back to the flashpoint. He's starting a whole new flash.
It was funny because Constantine was looking at him, and I was like, come on. I was like, Flash, you got to know, Flash. This is the only way to fix everything, because the Earth is going to be pretty much dead. Once he said it was off its axis, I was like, yeah, there's not much else you can do.
Daniel does have a better voice to play Darkseid than the dude they cast.
I appreciate that, Marcus. I don't think they'll cast me as a voice actor.
I can't tell the way they cast whoever that guy is. Oh my gosh! When he spoke, I threw up a little bit. I was like, oh no, that's not right. Like, you eat something bad, you're like, oh, your first immediate thing is the gag. Ugh, that don't taste right. Like when a kid trying to eat broccoli, trying to make a kid eat broccoli, and it just that's exactly how I felt when he talked. I was like, oh gosh, oh, stop talking, move on, next scene.
The how they integrated the Suicide Squad in this was excellent and everything. Didn't expect them to last as long as they did, though. But it was great to see them. Suicide Squad did their part very well. King Shark is King Shark. I was like, oh god, what is he, Groot? I am Groot now. But
he said it's been an art fight with your boo. He's like, are you fucking?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And Harley Quinn popped up out of nowhere and was still killing people. I was like, yo, Harley is not going down out here, yo. Even though she was doing all the cleanup duty and everything, like after everybody else beat somebody up, she was out there finishing them off with the mallet.
I don't know. She did her fair share of beating stuff up though.
And it was cool to see Luther, refreshing to see Luther, how he knows how to adapt to each situation. I don't know how he talked himself out of getting killed on what's his name, when they were on Apokolips. I'm sitting there like, okay, first of all, how did he survive at all the other people getting killed? He must have been ducking and hiding and stuff. And then
he saw they was about to lose. He's like, hey, Darkseid, I got your back. And he probably started shooting at arrows.
I wouldn't be surprised. He pushed a couple of them out of in his way. He was like, get out. Go get that bird. Go.
He probably started shooting arrows. Probably like, hey, look, this is her. He probably started throwing out weaknesses and stuff like that. He cheated. I mean,
I know. I'm pretty sure if anybody saw Lex Luthor, and as soon as them things were like parademon, doomsday things, he immediately knew it's like, oh, it's bad. I need to hide ASAP. And everybody else wanted to still fight.
I don't think they wanted to fight. I don't think they had a choice. Because remember, as soon as they got there, the parademons were already flying towards them, and they went right through the job. They didn't BS with it at all. They didn't hide, let you land, and you strategize. They went right to you and they attacked, and it was a wrap. It was Darkseid didn't give him no chance to, get the bearings of the situation. Not like that. He knew they were coming. As soon as Radar picked them up, they were there, ready to kill you.
Yeah. I guess they were.
All right, so Tony Todd played Darkseid. I don't know particularly who Tony Todd is. I'll probably do if I see his face. But I'm not saying he's a bad actor because I really don't know. But his voice wasn't right for Darkseid. It is what it is.
It's funny. It didn't sound like Tony Todd though.
I don't know who Tony Todd is.
Candyman. Now, shoot, you don't know who Candyman is. You know him if you see him. He's been around for years. He's done lots of stuff. He has one of those dark. I mean, it said dark. One of those deep voices. It just didn't sound right for this particular movie though.
You know, it's one of those things where on paper they're like, "Oh my gosh, this would be amazing. His voice with Dark, this would sound great." And then when you get in the studio, you're like, "Oh, this ain't it. Damn, he's under contract. We can't get rid of him. All right, do the best."
No. That's exactly what it is. Like on paper, he should sound amazing. In the end, he sounded like him to me. In the end, it took my ears time to adjust to it. But in the end, to me, he sounded like Darkseid. In the beginning, I was just like, nope. But yeah, Tony Todd been around. Candyman been around a long time. Candyman.
I'm not denying that. I never watched it though, so you know.
He's been in lots of other things. You know when you see him.
I'm not denying that. I'm just saying it looks like one of those things where on paper it probably sounded amazing. Like Tony Todd, his voice playing Darkseid. This is great. And then when you actually get in the studio, we're like, okay, this doesn't sound like what we thought. Dang, and we out of contract. We can't redo it. It is what it is. But somebody did back a little while ago said this was big screen worthy. Let me find that. Oh yes. All right.
You know who he did? You know who he did? You know. Let me put it like this. You know his voice because in the Flash he was Zoom.
Then that's not who you want to play Darkseid.
He was Zoom's voice.
That's the perfect Zoom voice. It ain't Darkseid, but she did say this was big screen worthy, and I would have to say this: if the theaters weren't closed, if this came out like last year, I think they would have did the same thing they did with Killing Joke. Put it out for a weekend so people to go see it on the big screen because this is legit worthy of that. Like if you put this on the big screen, it's only like an hour and a half. It's a good hour and a half. Like it didn't BS you. It didn't give you a bunch of stuff with like Daniel said.
No filler.
I was this close to saying it. Like Daniel, like yeah, I hate filler. I want plot, keep everything moving, the flow. It had all that. It just got right to it. Only thing it gave like a little bit was like when when Superman found Constantine and told him what happened in the war because you had to see it. We had to know what happened. How I got that. Outside of that, it was great. And then find out that Santana made John Constantine run away. He didn't want to do it by himself. I was like, thank gosh, because it made no sense for a while. Like he ran away from the fight, but then they only asked him.
Daddy, we're gonna eat.
Okay, we about to go eat in a second, right after we say bye. Okay, not now though, but okay. Everybody say hi, Logan. Say hi, Logan. All right, we getting down there. All right, so I didn't like how the fact that it was so he just seen a flip flop. Like first they showed him in the fight, he just completely ran. As his woman, his love of his life is getting tore, ripped, shred, piece to piece. He running away. I'm like, what the heck? And then he's like, I don't know why I did that. I always used to stand tall. I'm like, yeah, so why did you do it? You just not gonna answer the question? Like it never really got an answer. And then boom, right after that, he's always in a fight. He's always asking. Okay, you can eat some.
Yeah, they gave you a whole lot of answers that you were easily thinking, expecting. They sat down and thought this one through. It was like, yo, so what do we want? What needs to be answered? What are the fans going to be like sitting here asking, like afterwards, like where did this go? What happens with this? And they usually, majority of them, they answered. So it was cool. And the way it ended when it went how it should have ended. Like we don't need to know what happens after. Like
I think what happens after is the fact that they're going
reboot.
Yeah, it's reboot. They're using this as a reboot. It was a great ending. They doing it like they do their own comic books. Like they, like, oh, yeah, we have a big story. At the end of the story, it's a reboot, so we can reboot the series. Reboot our DC comic book.
The new 52 era is over, and we're probably gonna go a different era. Yeah, Rebirth. They're going to do Rebirth. Oh, if they do Rebirth, that'd be interesting.
They do Rebirth. Is one thing I gotta see. What's the name of that story, Logan?
It'll be cool. They got plenty of stories to go through and stuff. So the material was there because they use most of the material from New 52 anyway. So they might as well.
Yeah.
No, that was a little thing, Marcus. Okay, so the Green Lantern situation, we don't know how long he was fighting with the Green Lanterns, because Green Lanterns could definitely put up a bigger fight than everybody else. And I'm pretty sure they would know after Earth is getting taken over, they're like, okay, it's only a matter of time before he decides to come to Oa. But I think Green Lanterns are powerful and creative, and you're as long as you have the will, that ring is going to do a lot for you.
Yeah, it didn't do a lot for him in Justice League War though, when Hal Jordan was, that's what we didn't get to see either. Hal Jordan. I think he just
got killed in the beginning.
That's right, he did.
Yeah, it was him and Flash. I thought when you thought Flash was dead, it was only just Hal, and Flash got kidnapped or captured, whatever.
Yeah. So. The Green Lanterns, I don't really think they're that much of a match. Like, I know people like to think that.
They are, though. They are.
But they have never been a match for Darkseid, though. Like, they have never been.
The Elders and all of them really are a match. They trust me. That's why he's never attacked them before. He knows. No,
like, they might take out his forces, but I'm talking about Darkseid himself.
Oh, nobody's one-on-one with Darkseid.
They're not a match. And that's why he sent those.
They are a match.
They're not.
As a unit, they are a match.
Well,
Darkseid, if it was an equal, he is. That's why he's not running out there just going after them. Their power is so powerful, and they got old power too. They're like old power too. They created a power ring which powers the entire Green Lantern Corps.
I'm not
from their power.
I'm not saying they're not powerful. Let's get that out the way. I'm not saying they're not powerful. What I'm simply saying is, when it comes to them versus Darkseid and his upgraded parademons, we just seen that they're not a match. You would think they would be a match, but they're just truly not. I mean, their stuff is hard light construct. As strong as hard as it is, that's all it is. It's just strong light hard concept. He can go and crush those. He did it in Justice League War when Hal Jordan kept trying to attack him with the joint, and he was just shrugging them all, going through. Darkseid with his old parademons, the parademons would get demolished. You know that. They've seen that before. That's why he upgraded with the Doomsday joint. When he upgraded with the Doomsday one and they came back, they were not a match for, because Doomsday is as strong, if not stronger. Hold on, than Superman. And Superman could go through Green Lanterns.
He didn't do it. It took him a while to go through there. All I'm saying is,
going
to their planet is a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
He sent the new parademons down there, and then the ones that they couldn't get it done after that, then he went down and took care of the rest himself. It's a strategy. You take out majority of the forces, then you come down and stomp your foot on the rest. No, put that down. Uh-oh.
The movie was great. The movie was great. I definitely recommend it.
No, it's not a recommendation. It's a must see. There's a level. There's a record. Like, a recommendation would be like,
Raven's part of the movie was very, very good. I like how they wrote her in.
Age of Ultron. That's a recommendation. A must see is Infinity War. Two different things.
What?
Like,
you would never recommend Age of Ultron.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't, but other people will.
It's a horrible example.
Okay, fine then.
Avengers.
2
5.
is a recommendation.
Avengers.
Is a recommendation.
Avengers is a recommendation.
No,
Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame are a must watch.
No. First Avengers is a must watch. Guardians 2 is a recommendation. Guardians 2 is a recommendation. Infinity War is a must watch. Justice League War is a recommendation. Justice League Dark Apokolips War is a must watch. Difference. It's a big difference.
Anything else for the people?
Everybody go watch this again. Go watch it again. It is that good. Oh, also, I want to thank everybody who's watched. That had to watch my son just keep jumping in front of the camera and scream. Thank you. He'll be here every Thursday, apparently, or every day I'm off. He's just messing up stuff now. So Dan, you got anything else?
I ain't got nothing for the people.
Not one thing. Not a high. Oh, anybody got any recommendations what they want us to talk about tomorrow? Because I was thinking some things we can do watch during the quarantine. I'm not.
So watching quarantine stuff. I know for tomorrow, everybody should be watching Harley Quinn. You guys can go back and watch all the stuff that you guys haven't caught up on. Heck, everybody should be binging all the shows that they never had time to watch anyway. So you need to get caught up on all of that good stuff.
I don't know what happened. I really don't.
I definitely we recommend for sure that the Justice League Dark Apokolips War is a must. Quickly saying it, it's a must. Is that my poster?
Yeah, he has a poster. He's okay. We're about to go do something. I don't know what he's doing there.
Save the poster.
The poster's fine. He's just screaming into it. It's a weird thing.
All right, that's it for us. We thank you guys for watching.
Right.
We'll be
hold on before you go. What are you ranking it?
Oh, it's definitely a 10. It's a 10. I didn't see much falter in it other than the Damian Wayne should have got eviscerated. He should have been turned to ashes. That's it.
We'll put it up there.
The story was great, and everything went smoothly. It kept your attention. It was definitely a 10.
I'm going to give this a 11 because I want to go a little higher. You know what? I can't get over Dark Side Voice. It's a regular 10. It's a regular 10.
A regular 10. We'll see you guys.
We'll talk about Stargirl when the new episode comes out. Well, the first
when it comes out
on May 15th.
May 15th or 19th, whatever that is.
15th. I think it's the 15th. It's taking this Flash's spot.
Okay.
Wait, unless it's on DC Universe already, I'll check that out. But not quite sure now.
Yeah, don't worry, it hasn't premiered yet. It comes out 2 weeks.
No, I think remember they said before that it was going to be on DC Universe and a different version, a cleaner version was going to be on the CW, like a week later or something like that. So I got to check that out. I'll double check. If Stargirl is on DC Universe, then we'll cover Stargirl tomorrow. If it's not, then we won't. But it'll get covered. Yeah, that's about it right now. Also, Dan, what you got planned for the day outside of work? Just work?
May 19th, people. Stargirl, May 19th.
What about on DC Universe?
I don't know about that. I just know May 19th.
That's all you know, huh?
May 19th, Stargirl. They're probably going to do it like Harley, because remember Harley came on, I think it was TBS or one of the channels, one of the network channels.
TBS. It was TBS.
Yeah, it came on them at the same time as DC Universe. So DC Universe, it came on DC Universe first, and then like a couple days later they dropped it on TBS.
Yeah.
It's funny because they edited out like 1 or 2 curse words, but everything else was go. Like they couldn't say like I'll think they could say the F word and something else, but they were allowed to say everything else. It was weird, but they kept it true. They still showed all the blood and everything. So
he's not on DC Universe right now. But
yeah, so
here's what we could talk about. We'll catch up on Harley Quinn tomorrow.
okay. We can definitely do that.
That's what we're talking about. Because we know
we'll lead into the new episode. We'll talk about everything leading into the new episode.
Yep, there it is. It's not gonna be hard because it's only like 30 minutes, and it gets us about. So with all that being said, that's all our time. The next time, everybody, we got like 2 chains in this. We all like Nick Cannon in his rap career. It's never gonna happen again. Oh, we're all like Marvel Netflix. We just got bamboozled. Then we all canceled. That's all we got. Everybody, thank y'all for waking up with us in the morning. Thank y'all for hanging out with Logan, listening to him yell in the background. He'll probably be here once a week. And until next time, we out, man. I want to give a special shout out to all us essential workers like me and Daniel. Essential, baby. And everybody else. Be safe out there. I know it's a little tough. People getting bored. My daughter almost had a breakdown yesterday because she couldn't get out the house. So, it's all right. But we out. All right. I'm hitting broadcast because I'm a thug. One time in a club showing love.